Afternoon.
Afternoon, sir. How the devil are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you? Good afternoon, everybody.
Very well. Good afternoon, everybody. I mean, it's tomorrow, isn't it, Remembrance Day? But I think a lot of people are doing a lot of prep for Remembrance Day because my kids
Yeah,
were at a sports club on Sunday and they did their hours, minute silence there.
yeah. Oh, you broke up a bit there for me, Dom, but I think we think we're back. Yeah. We had the parade yesterday in my local town here, and the cenotaph and the wreath laying. So maybe you've been seeing that going on, because obviously yesterday is the Sunday. Remember, it's Sunday, but tomorrow is Armistice Day itself, the 11th of November. And I'm sure you've been learning about that in schools. Let us know which schools are joining us today for this Remembrance Day special. Teachers, you can post in the chat, say hello, and we will get your shout out up on the screen.
Or you can email Meredith, that would be good as well. He always picks them up and gives you shout outs there. In fact, you could text him, WhatsApp him, Telegram, anything. He's always ready.
Send me a pigeon. Any of those things are fine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A skull more for Nevin.
Say in Shomai. Right. Now then, for today's session, you are going to need the activity page, and that is scrolling along the bottom of the screen there, adobe.ly/RD25, Remembrance Day 25, RD25. And you can also get to that page by scanning the QR code if you do have a device that can scan QR codes, and you can do that right now. Whilst people
what
are doing
sort of device are you talking about, Meredith?
Well, perchance, an iPad like I have here, maybe. Okay.
So scan the QR code. Pray tell.
Yes, scan the QR code. I tell you what, I haven't got it open, so I'll do it right now. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, great idea.
Now then, whilst we're all doing that, Dom, tell us about the rules.
The rules. Oh, let me give a quick shout out to St. Chad's Primary in Hanmer. Boom, St. Chad's. Brap, brap, brap. Love it. Where's Hanmer?
No, then.
Wonder where Hanmer is. But anyway, it's a village in Wales. Yes, near Wrexham.
Yes. Now the Hanmers were Owain Glyndwr's in-laws. That's true. They were Owain Glyndwr's in-laws.
Don't take us down another Welsh history.
It's true. And at the beginning, he was fighting with the Hanmers, and then he took the dad hostage, and he was so nice to the dad when he had him as a hostage that the dad decided, "Hey, do you want to marry my daughter?" And they did. There we go.
That was nice of him to make that choice for his daughter.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened back then, wasn't it? You know. Yeah, hey, there we go. Look, I have been. Look, here we go. That's right. We did that last year. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I think she was called Margaret, I think. Margaret Hamner.
Okay. And then we got Ysgol Binia.
Yes. Well done. Ysgol Binia, year 5. Yeah. Now, fact for you. My lovely mum used to teach in Ysgol Binia. She was the deputy head there back in the 80s. Yeah.
No
she
way.
Was, yeah.
Man, it feels like it's the mafia here.
How's it going? Lovely part of the world down there, Dom. Lovely.
Anyway, enough of that. The rules. What are the rules? Well, the first rule is we're going to be going back and forth between myself on the browser and Mr. Jones, if we can ever get a word in edgeways on the iPad. So you will get a bit of time to be able to catch up and things like that. If we are, if you feel like we're going a bit too fast, that's okay. We'll have some time. But if you ever need to really catch up because you feel like you're going too far behind, just press pause. That's absolutely fine. We have no problem with that whatsoever. And then just press play again whenever you are ready. Rule number 2 is you must, I'll do it, someone needs to do it. You must register for these sessions so that you can send out certificates. I'm going to be sending out an email about 4 o'clock with certificates that you can give out to your lovely pupils. So if you haven't registered already, you naughty teachers, get on it now. And then the other rule is, Mr. Jones,
you must be logged into Adobe Express to follow along with our Adobe Express live lesson.
That is the new third rule. You are right. You must be logged
It
into
is
the
true.
Express.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what it was. I just knew there was a third one, but you
Yeah,
did.
it helps a lot. It helps a lot, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Logging into
Right.
the
What are we
Express.
doing first today, Dom?
Right. Activity number 1. Infographic on Remembrance Day. What is Remembrance Day about?
Oh, nice.
So we're going to be creating. Oh, we got loads of stuff. I really enjoyed putting this one together actually because it's kind of like a collage, as they say on
Yeah, I
Hey
like
Ducky.
that.
Yeah. So we're doing all sorts of things like background removal, text effects, shapes, icons. I just thought it was great. I really enjoyed it because it's been ages since I've been able to do one of these kind of sun effects, and I thought that was really, really a good one for today. Now you will need the activity page because we're going to be putting these bits of text in there. I've put in a Google Doc, but I think, and Mr. Jones is going to test this today, I think the experience of copying and pasting from the iPad is a little bit better now than it used to.
It's
No.
okay, but I think
Maybe
we're still going to be using the dock, I think.
Well, you've got a
I
button
think
for
we-
the dock there, so give it a click. And also, I did put click for more detailed facts because that will take you through to the British Legion page. And actually, they have all of their resources in English and Welsh, which I thought was great. So if you want to see a little bit more, go there. I thought that was cool.
I've just put the dock up and I can see loads of people already there.
Sweet.
So,
yeah.
Yes.
That's what we're about. Okay. I think it's probably time to get going.
Go for it.
Okay, go for it. Right. Okay. So I've logged into Express like a good boy. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go to create a poster. So you can see it here. Give it a click. First rule of Express Club is, Mr. Jones?
Well, Dom always likes to name his projects.
Yes, so that I can find them.
There, top
Remembrance.
left. Give it a name.
Remembrance poster. There you go. Give that a title. Then I'll be able to find it later if I ever need to. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to what are we going to do? Oh, this has changed as well. Interesting. Have you noticed? Add content is now all under one.
So media and elements have been bundled together in that one big add content button.
Yes. So normally we say, you only need text and media and elements, but now they're all in here. So that's the only button you need. Right. What am I going to go for? I'm going to go for a background. So that's in elements. So I'm going to click there. I'm going to go to backgrounds, search backgrounds. I'm going to go sky. Okay. Now let me zoom out a bit and have a look. Now, what I'm looking for is something like pretty dreamy. I want something dreamy. Now maybe I could go sky portrait. Now the only difference with that means is I'll start to get ones which are vertically kind of arranged. Although that's giving me a load of rubbish ones, so I'm going to take that away and pretend that never happened. Right?
You don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to do that rubbish. Right? I mean, this one's quite cool. Look at that.
Oh yes,
Love that. I'm looking for something which, has a bit of a sort of dreamy element to it. You can just go into photos too, though. You could add photos.
Could you type dreamy sky? Dreamy sky?
Well, I don't know. Let's have a look in photos. Let's go dreamy sky. Oh, you do get very good results with that. What an excellent idea. So there, I mean, I could select my background, delete it, and then just put something like that in. And you can get it to be a background just by clicking it and then go set as background. You see that on the left there, set as background?
Yeah.
And then, so either way, I think I actually like my other one better. There we go. So that's your first thing to do, Mr. Jones. Let's get you on there, get everyone up to speed, and off you go.
Here we go then. Here is the iPad homepage. So Dom first tapped on the pink card that says create a poster. Give it a tap. And then we are going to be adding a background. So you could go into backgrounds or you can search photos and as Dom did, just bring in any photo and then set it as a background. So this is my iPad is just getting everything ready. It's taking its time about it as well. Yeah. Here we go. Right. Loading this new experience up, I suppose. This new button layout. Okay, so let's go to add content. And I'll go to elements. And I'll search in background. So up at the top, I'm going to tap on backgrounds. And I'm going to search Dreamy sky.
Dreamy sky. I
sky.
would have never been so bold as to search for dreamy sky if you had not suggested it.
If you don't ask, you don't get. You know.
True.
The
I'm
worst
also
you can
polite.
say is no results. That's the worst that can happen at this point. Well, there's a lot of dreamy skies here, which look lovely. I think I'm going to go with this one here. That is a very dreamy
That's
sky.
a lovely one. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Right, and then whilst Dom takes over, I may or may not be naming my file on the top left.
Oh yeah, you see, he's all talk, that lad. Right, okay. Let's now I'm in media already, but just to show you how to get there, because it is a bit new. Go to add content on the left hand side. I'm going to go to media. I'm going to go to photos, and then I'm just going to search grass.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm looking for here is not something like this. Not something like this. No. I want it to be like a big chunk of grass, ideally straight line on the top. So actually, like this one is perfect because if I click that and it goes in there, then I'm just going to like edge this side to side using the little round circles in the corner, and then I'll bring it down to the bottom. Now, you've got two options here for how you're going to get rid of this white patch, this unsightly white patch. You could use background babs and click remove background, or you could just grab that and just take it down. Take it downtown. Now, that is roughly coming out about half and half. I think I've just left a slither of white on there. Just take it back a little bit. It's roughly coming out about half and half. Now, half and half is it's not bad actually. I mean, it could be a little bit more actually. Give yourself a bit of space. So roughly about 40%, something like that. You want to have your grass at the bottom, and you want to have gosh, my lights just turned off. There we go, back on again. Now I'm also going to do one more thing because this is extremely technical. Is in my photos, I'm going to go poppies. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Jones, give us a quick history lesson on poppies.
Oh, well, so
I'll give you a clue. In Flanders Fields.
Yes, in Flanders Fields. So yeah, well, maybe you're aware. So the First World War was mainly fought kind of in France and Belgium because it was four long years of trench warfare where the two opposing armies would kind of dig trenches, kind of open tunnels. Think of them as like under the ground trenches, and then they'd kind of just kind of block each other off in a way. And then some, every day then one army would kind of go up, they'd call it going over the top, where they'd climb up on and then run towards the other trench, hoping to take the other army by surprise and then kind of capture their trench. And it was just a really, really awful way of making war. Not that there's any good ways. But those fields, especially afterwards, these red poppies were growing on those fields where the trenches were.
Poppies bloomed in the soil of the battlefields, connecting the flower with the soldier's death.
Yeah, and to symbolize that every poppy there kind of represented one of the soldiers that had died there. That kind of, and, there's amazing stuff being done with poppies in London, haven't they? Where they've kind of tried to actually have a poppy for each fallen soldier. In the Tower, is in the Tower of London. Amazing. Yeah, incredible.
So I've got my poppies in here. I'm looking for kind of something that has, it going from one side to the other. So this is the one I chose. And then I want to get rid of the sky because I've chosen a very beautiful sky, as you already know. And then I'm going to use background Babs. Click her in the top left there. You see she's having a disco. Come on, Babs, back on the job. And then lovely.
Oh, now then.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna, this is where I might start playing with, how much grass I actually have there. and then maybe bring that down to there. Now, it's not a perfect edge. You can see where the grass ends and the poppies start, but that's okay because we're going to be putting things on top of there. But essentially, you need sky, you need grass, and you need poppies. Mr. Jones, it's over to you.
Ah, thank you. Right, so let's get the grass first of all then. So again, we're using this new button, add content, just up here. Give it a tap, add content, and I'm going to search in the media for a photo of some grass. So I'll go to photos at the top, and then I'm just going to type in here, grass. There you go. Okay, and yeah, so I like the way that yours kind of, the bottom of it looks, we can see that the grass is closer to us. It really gives you that nice bit of perspective. So rather than a kind of top-down view of grass, a kind of side-on view of grass is
Well,
good.
I did think about that. Yes, thank you.
Now I'll go for this one just because it doesn't actually matter if that horizon is flat or not if you're going to crop it, right? So
that's true.
So you can do whatever you want with it, as long as then we're just going to grab the top crop handle. Now the crop handle is the one right in the middle of the blue box, the bounding box around my photo. In the middle at the top there, you can see a long handle. I'm using it there now. You can see it highlighted, and I'm using that to crop. There we go. So I'm just going to crop that kind of
crop handle. Sounds like a heavy metal band, I think.
What's their debut single going to be called?
Ooh, I'll have to think about that one. Crop handle. Yeah.
Something like aspect ratio rock or something like that, You got a photo, it's the wrong shape.
Side that's stuck.
Right.
That's pretty good. That worked out well.
Whilst I'm here, I'm going to search for poppies. So on the left-hand side, still in the same photos search under the media, I'm going to go poppies. There we go. Poppies. Right. So is that the first one, the one you used, Dom? Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got to pick a different one to Dom because that's how this works.
I mean, you can use multiples, can't you? You could use a few, but
yeah,
I just kept it simple, I suppose.
Oh, I like this one with a bit. It's a bit more sparse. I like this one.
Yeah, you definitely don't need. It doesn't need to go from one side to the other. I think I said that it does, but I don't think it does really. You need to have quite a few, I think.
Let's see what kind of mess Barbara makes of this now. Then let's see.
Have you used remove background? Have you?
Not yet, and I'm waiting for the photo to load. So whilst I'm waiting for the photo to load, I can just kind of,
kind
start
nice,
framing it up. Yeah, it is nice. Right. Still not loaded yet. You can see that little that orange cloud. Oh, it's gone. That means Babs is ready. Oh no, it's back.
Yeah, she's ready.
See that little orange cloud? It just means that the photo hasn't processed yet, so that you can't use any of the posh editing tools until that has gone. Oh, there we go. Babs is here. Babs is back in the game. She just went to make a cup of tea.
Of course she did.
Remove background. Give it a tap. And let's see. This is a tricky one.
The importance of hydration. That's what Babs knows.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. There's a lot going on in this picture.
There is a lot going on.
It's difficult.
It's a bit fuzzy at the front, isn't it?
Yeah, it's difficult to really say what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of. So let's see what she does.
Tell you
Express does come up with. Yeah, it takes some time, but Express does usually pop up with some good results when you do this.
I tell you one thing you could do while we're waiting, because I was going to do it next, was your sky, like mine. Yeah, struggled with that, didn't you, Babs?
Now then, what you can do, if Babs has struggled, Babs has had a bad day there, let's be fair. Let's undo that. So you can see the button that next to Barbara here, remove background. Let's just tap on the undo button there. And let's just go to the erase button.
Oh, you're going into dark waters here.
I'm just going to use the quick selection brush. So I'll just start painting on the blue sky. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to swap this photo for another one. Yeah. Yeah.
So the first one, you can do the same as me. It's all right.
As we said, that photo was going to be a tricky one, which I should have really from the beginning recognized this is going to be a problem.
Swallow your pride, son.
Okay, now then, I'll do this. Go on to the next step, Dom. And when you come back, I'll have done this one. Oh, hey, we have got another shout out. Hey, and we got a returning school. We had
Miss McFarlane.
these,
boom.
Yeah, we had these guys on P67. You were on last week, I think, if I remember correctly.
I think you do.
And the school name is, Dom?
Order the Quill.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I agree. Yeah, that's right.
Right. Okay, let's have a look at this then. So one of the things I was going to do was that, my sky has kind of got this kind of sunsetty kind of vibe, but then my grass is pretty, it's pretty full summer going on here. So I thought I'd put golden hour filter on it. So basically you select it, you can go to effects and then golden hour. I like that. It gives it a little tinge. And then maybe that is, although I do quite like the poppies being able to stand out. But a sunbath. I think golden hour is the one I'm going to go for. Keep it nice and muted. Right.
So you're just trying to get the greens to kind of match up.
Well, no, really. I think I was trying to get it, because my background is this kind of, sunset kind of, I was just kind of going to make it match the same time of day, I suppose, by using the filters.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go to add content, and then I'm going to go to elements, and then in design assets, I'm going to go for cross. Okay. Now, these aren't bad, but I think I'm going to go for wooden cross to try and sort of bring it down. Do you know what? You could always. Do you know what? Maybe I'll get rid of that and go to add content. I'm trying to remember now. Photos. If I put wooden cross in here. Oh yeah, that's better. Like this one is good. I like that one.
Yeah.
So this would be, like to remember the fallen soldiers, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, you do want it to be a photo, don't you? I don't think you want a kind of a cartoony design asset here. You want it
to be
photo, I think.
And I like this one. This is good because it's on a white background, because then it's easy for Babs to remove the background on it. Nice and simple.
Yeah.
And all I'm going to do here is going to pop it in here. Now, in terms of the size, I am looking for it to be quite big. I want it to be poking out above the poppies there. But then also, I want it to be, see where it's kind of intruding on my grass here? I'm going to bring it down in the layer stack to this behind the poppies and behind the grass.
Oh, I see.
You see? And then it looks like, oh, that's nice. That's had a good bit of editing. That, well done, me. There you go.
Yeah.
Right, go on. Get your cross in there, Joe. Let's see what mess you've done. Let's see what mess you've made with your poppy.
So Babs did a good job getting rid of. She did a good job getting rid of the background here. But I think I now need a different approach to the cross to what you did, because my poppies are quite wild there. So let's go. I'm still in photos here on the left hand side. So add content, media. I'm in photos. I'm going to search for wooden cross. Wooden cross. Okay, so that second one is the one Dom had. It is good because the angle is really good, isn't it? So I'll just try and pick a different one. There was a good one that I've just passed, which begs the question, why did I pass it? I'll go back to it. All right. So here it was. Where was it? There, this one. Okay, so let's bring that in.
Which one?
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So now then, what I'm going to do is remove the background. So edit. We're going to remove the background. I'm going to flip it as well because I want it the other side of the page. So position, next to Dom's window there, you've got the button that says position. Give it a tap, flip horizontal. There we go. All right, Babs is ready. Remove the background. Okay, now whilst Babs is doing that, I don't think I'm going to be able to put this behind my poppies because my poppies are very kind of full all the way across the page. So what I'll do maybe instead, okay, so
it could be in the ground there though, couldn't it? Yeah.
It could be in the ground there. So what I was thinking is,
I know what you're going to do.
I'm going to go to add content, and this time I'm going to go to the elements, okay? And I'm going to search in the design asset for grass. Maybe I'll just put grass photo as well, because I want a tuft of grass, just a tuft of grass.
One
One
good
little
idea.
tuft of grass. Oh, that's not bad. That one down there has just popped up. One single.
Oh, that one's good. Next
This
to
one, you
the
mean?
circle thing, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So I'll just bring that in. Now, design assets are already cut out. So Barbara can have a day off when you bring in design assets. Okay, so here it is. And you'll see it arrives. It's ready cut out. There it is. So I can just make that nice and small. And I'm just going to put it right there at the base of the wooden cross.
Cool. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, just like
You can always turn the opacity down slightly so it blends in a bit more.
Yeah, and I did put golden hour on my photo. So let's try effects. Golden hour. There we go.
Yeah, nice.
And it does have a bit of a brown stripe on the bottom. So maybe let's just crop that off.
Yeah, that works really well.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Yeah, cool. That works really well.
Cool. All right, back to you, Dom.
Okie dokie. Right. So what I want to do here is I want to get some text in there. So all it's going to be is what is Remembrance Day about? Now, if you really want to, then you can, well, I haven't even put it on the activity page. So we will be going to T for text on the left-hand side. We'll be going to add your text, and you say, what is I'll give it a capital R. Remembrance Day? Question mark. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to text layouts. I'm going to go to dynamic. Of course I am. Now, what you'll see here is that what is big, Remembrance Day is small. So what I want to do is I want to put my cursor next to D for day, okay? And then also put my cursor next to R for remembrance. Is that the best way of doing it? Oh, do you know what I did? I'll tell you what I did. Because I kind of wanted it to be like this, but day was too big. At the end, I put what is Remembrance Day about? And then that kind of made it a bit better like that. Now I'm going to pop it in there and I'm going to start playing around with what this looks like. So in terms of font, you can go into your recommended fonts and maybe you want to find something which is, feels a bit more serious maybe. That's quite a good one. Quite like that. It's got that sort of classic tone to it. Yeah, that's kind of nice, I think. But also,
Look nice.
Yeah, it does look cool, doesn't it? And then I'm going to go to, I think I'm going to change the text color to white. And then also I'm going to, because I kind of want to have this like sunset kind of dreamy style about it, I think I'm going to give it an outline color, maybe of this kind of like goldeny yellow, which you can see bottom right there. Something like that. Or maybe the orange. Yeah, orange. I think the orange is probably a bit darker, so that's good. But you can also go into custom and then just bring your orange down so it goes a bit darker. Now, with that font I've got, I do like it, but I think maybe it needs to be either bold or if you want it even heavier, you can go to black, which is good. Yeah, like that. And then,
hey, Dom, I've just checked it. Our friends, I think we got to get this right. It is pronounced Ordihill.
Ordihill. What?
Ordihill. So you don't pronounce the Q. You don't say the Q sound at all. Ordihill.
What?
Ordihill. Yes, it is Ordihill.
The ridiculous.
And it is in the mighty Aberdeenshire.
Oh, we love a bit of Aberdeenshire.
One of our absolute powerhouse regions in Scotland. Yeah, so, let us know, Miss McFarlane. Am I saying that right? Ordihill. I think that's it. Ordihill. And the emphasis is on the pronunciation. Ordihill. Ordihill.
Right. With this text here, maybe the outline thickness needs to come up a bit. That's kind of nice, like that. And then also, I'm going to go to Effects and then scroll down to Shape. You need to go to View All in Shape. And then with Decorative, you go to Show More And then you've got this one which is kind of like the sunburst.
Oh, I thought that
Nice.
was like an extra shape, but it's actually just a shape on the text.
Yes.
Oh, Dominic. Wonderful.
So you can bring your
Wonderful.
shape size down. So I want it to kind of just go, be above the poppies and the cross and that kind of thing. And then you can also change the shape color. Now, you could roughly kind of match it to, but do you know what? I was going to match it to the orange, but I think.
Can you put a gradient on that? That's cool.
Oh, you absolutely can.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's kind of cool, actually.
Oh, that is lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good. What is Remembrance? Do you know what? I think I want it to be more like yellowy though. I'm gonna go bold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, lime green would be the other one, but that doesn't kind of seem appropriate somehow.
No.
So there we go. I think I'm gonna go this sort of darkish yellow, and then maybe that's gonna make me go back and edit and change my outline color to more of the. You blimey, that was a terrible idea. Yeah, I'll just go back button. There we go. That's better. So text and a sunburst. That's what I've done.
Okay.
Let's see what chops you've got there.
Right. Okay. So let's go to T for text, left hand side. Higher up now. It's up here now.
Yeah.
Used to be all the way down there. There we go. It's up here now. Right. Add your text. And then let's just type what. It'd be great to see it express, you know.
I know. It really
there we go. What?
So my advice would be saying, what is Remembrance Day about? Because it gives you a little bit more to play with on your dynamic text.
Okay, what is Remembrance Day about? Done. Okie dokie. So, come on now, express. Now then. Okay, let's just pop that up to the top. And so Dom had that as a dynamic text layout. So let's go to edit and let's choose text layouts. And we're going to go dynamic. Okay. Right.
That's the puppy.
Now then. There we go. Now then, let's sort the font out first of all. Okay, let's go into recommended fonts where it says view all, just up there, the blue button that says view all. And that very first one is good, you know. The very first one is good. Now, what I like about this as well is when you select the font, it doesn't kind of clear this away. You can just keep selecting one, which means that you don't have to feel like it's a commitment to click on something, you know? So it's like, oh, actually, I like that. And you can still keep on going.
That's good. I like that one.
You know, you're like, okay, and then is there one that I prefer? No, not out of those. What about these? Okay. I do quite like that one. Yeah. Whether it's going to cause me problems because it's a bit thinner. Wow, what a cool font that is. I'm not using it today. I want to know what that is called.
Cool is definitely a subjective term.
That is awesome. And this is a cool one. This is new.
Yeah, that is good.
I can't use it today, but right, I'm going to make a note of those. I'm going to write them down. Major mono and Rubik glitch.
You'll never see me using major mono, not in this world.
Look at that. Vibes. That's a cool font as well.
That's good.
Right.
I like that for now.
What? For now?
Yeah, I think that one's good for now.
Do you think?
I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Right. Is there another version of it?
It's got no more weight.
What I'm going to do then is I'm going to add an outline to it in the same color. So let's just bring up an outline. It's just going to give you like a dark gray outline. Yeah, and then I'll change the outline color to black. So what I've done there is kind of made a thicker font for myself. Let's go to letter spacing in 3 dots menu. Open it out a bit because Remembrance is looking a bit crushed. There we go. Lovely. And like Dom said, how about now we go into effects and we can put a glow on it. Okay, so let's go for glow.
Yeah.
Tap on glow again. Tap on glow again. And now we can choose a color for it. Okay. I think maybe like a nice pink or a nice pale blue would be nice here. Just kind of the sky, you know, they're just thinking about the color of the sky. I like that blue. That works nicely. Yeah. Okay, and now the final thing that Dom did was put the shape on, the kind of raised shape. So let's scroll down to the bottom of the effects tab where it says shape. And the shape we want isn't there, so we need to tap view all. It's still not there. We need to go into the decorative menu here where it says show more. All right, there it is. You can see it there, guys. Okay. There's a nice wreath there as well, mine, isn't there? That's a good one as well.
Oh, yeah, you could do that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I've been laying wreaths on Sundays.
Yeah. Right. So there it is. Now then, tap on it again. Tap on the shape again. Now you can change the size. Okay. I'll actually bring the size right down, I think, so that it's closer to the text. And then let's change the color. So I like this. I like these gradients.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
This one.
Yeah.
Matches
the sky.
It does, yeah. And you can also bring the opacity down a little bit so that it's not as strong.
Oh, that's a good tip, actually. I think I'll do that. Opacity.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. Lovely. Right. And yeah, let's pass it back over to Dom then. So let's get me off. Dom's back on. So what's the next step?
Right. Next step is easy peasy. Right. So we're going to go to add content and we're going to go to elements again. And this time, what are we going to do? We're going to go to scroll along the top here to shapes.
Yes.
And then I want one of these. The rectangle will be fine. So I'm just going to plonk that in there. Plonk. Now, I want to get 3 of these on my page.
Okay.
But the first thing I want to do is let's get the color right. So I'm going to go to the color fill. I'm going to select my dropper tool. I'm pretty sure you're going to lose sight of this, but I'm going to click the dropper tool and then hover over and get a poppy red. So click and click. Oh, poppy red. Lovely.
Oh, so you actually clicked on one of the poppies.
I clicked the dropper tool and then on one of the poppies. Yes.
Yeah.
Now let's start making this into the kind of shape I'm looking for. Now, what I've done is I've aligned it right up to where the grass is, and that'll sort of iron out any sort of imperfections I've got between these two things. You can also just overlap it slightly, that'd be fine, but I'm just going to line it up there. Now, corner roundedness, I'm going to take it all the way up to 287, which seems to be the maximum. Fine, no problem. And then get rid of all of this. I want to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stretch it so that it becomes a sort of solid shape on one side, or like it looks like a rectangle end on one side. But then I'm going to stretch this all out, not to the end though, because I'm going to put in an icon in this kind of section here. Once I've done one, I can duplicate. Well, actually, no, I'm going to go back one, because I think what would also be cool would be to go to opacity and just bring the opacity down ever so slightly. 85, that'll do. So you can still kind of tell it's grass behind it. And once I've done one, click it, duplicate it, pop it over to the other side, and then duplicate, bring it down. Now, this is where I'm going to have to start playing around with size and stuff, because I want this bottom one to hit the bottom of the poster, and then I want there to be a slight gap. There you go. That'll be fine in between the two there. So they're kind of equally spaced. If you need to, you can click one and just change how thick it is. But this is where we're going to put text and things like that. So you want to give yourself at least a decent chunk there. There we go. That sets us up for putting our text in. Mr. Jones, can you do that?
Okay, yeah, let's try it. So yeah, so Dom went into the shapes to get like a rounded rectangle. So you can get the shapes by going into add content elements. So you got shapes there at the top. Okay, so you could go in there, grab a rectangle, a rounded rectangle from there. You could also go into the icons, because these are great. You can recolor these as well. So you could go for type something like a messy line. Grab a messy line. These are quite nice.
Yeah.
You know, so, like that's cool. So that messy line there.
Yeah.
Now then, so we could pop that kind of there. Now then, let's recolor it. Okay, so to recolor it, just up here, you can see here's the color of the icon. So icons, you can set their color really easily. And then we can grab the eyedropper tool. And with the eyedropper tool now, I just move that around on the page to the color that I want. So maybe a nice lighter red. There we go. Lovely. Cool. So that's done. So what do I do with this now? Well, let's just bring it down in size a bit. I think it needs to be a bit thinner because I need 3 of these to fit in there. Yeah, maybe a bit thinner again.
Mm.
Do you think maybe my poppies need to be higher up, Dom? Or
I think you can get away. Try with it. You have to put your text in, and then you can always change the size of the text. The text is quite big.
There's one. So let's just duplicate that. So with my copy, I'll just bring it over like this. And then I'll duplicate it again. And maybe with this final one, because I don't want to look too similar to the one on the top, I'll just go to position, flip it.
Cool, yeah.
So that they look, and maybe I'll flip it vertically as well. There we go. So that they look like 3 different strips of paint. Right, now I'm just messing around with this. So Dom's, yeah, yours is touching right at the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that.
But, you can play around. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
Right, let's start getting some text in. I'm just conscious of time. Let's start marching on. Right. So you've got 3 places for text. And if you go here to activity 1, you've got 3 bullet points. So we remember the sacrifice of the armed forces community from the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth. So if I copy that text and then go back here, I go T for text, add my text, and then I'll paste that in. Now, I think I'll make this text color white. And then I'm going to bring it down. I can bring it up. So you just need to sort of play around with where this is going to go. Now, you can see that "and" is slightly coming out of the box. So click on the edge of it and one of those crop handles. You can put the text in there. That's nice. You're looking for something that's nice and readable. And then what I'm going to do is actually the easiest thing to do is duplicate that because it gives you the size that you're looking for, you see. And then you can go back to your tab, to your other page. We pay tribute to the special contribution of families. If you think about it, if your mum is in the armed forces and your dad's having to do, the family care, that kind of thing, that is one of the reasons why we remember families as well. And then I've got that piece of text and I'll paste it in there. Now with this one, maybe we can bring this box down slightly. And also what we could do is we can align it. You can see at the moment it's aligned to the left. If you click that, it'll center align. If you click it again, it'll right align.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. So maybe, this text could even be bigger, I think. But you don't want it to start going off in terms of the box. So you can also go to 3 dots underneath your font size and bring the line spacing down just so it butts up a little bit easier within the box. And then I'm going to duplicate that again, bring it down here, and then go and get "we acknowledge innocent civilians who've lost their lives in conflict and acts of terrorism." So I will triple click here, paste that in. Then we want to stretch out this box. And then I also want to align this back to the left now. So click, it's aligned back to the left. Wonderful. And just position this in the right place. I think you can see that I've got the pink lines of glory. You see, it's aligning it to the first text box. And then I've also got lots of space left in here, so I can bring this down. There we go. Something more like there. That's great. Okay. Let's see you do your text in record time, Mr. Jones, so we can move on.
No worries. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to skip over to Safari. So the doc is here. On the iPad, long press on this button where it says Google Doc, long press, open in background, and it's there on another tab. So let's just double tap and select this first piece of text. There we go. And then I'm going to long press, copy. Back I go. bring in a text box, T for text, add your text, and then I'm going to paste. So the paste icon is down there next to Dom, the black clipboard, the third icon along. Give it a tap. There it is. My text is in. I tell you what, this font is actually looking quite nice like that. I can't read it very well right now, but I thought it was going to be one of those that's only caps, you know, but it's looks so nicely. Right, let's change it to white. That helps. It might be too thin. Might be too thin.
Yeah, maybe. I went Josephine. I like that one.
Yeah. So I'll just go into high visibility fonts here. This first one will do me fine. There we go. That's much better. There we go. Just like that.
Nice.
That's spot on. So what I'll do is I'll duplicate it. 3 dots, duplicate. Pop that duplicate right down the bottom. And then I'll duplicate this one. 3 dots, duplicate. And this one can come over to the right. And we need to change the alignment. So all I need to do now is go back and forth. You don't need to see me doing all of this, do you, Dom? I'll just select the next piece.
Yeah. I'll show them. So the last thing to do on here is 3 icons to put in there. So the first thing would be, what are we going to put forward? Remember the sacrifice of the armed force community. Well, I thought a really good way to do that would be to go to add content, elements, and then if you scroll along to icons, you could put medal. And, one of the things that we do is, we give medals to people who've done things for us in acts of war and stuff like that. So I will get one of those. It's giving me it in red. Don't want it in red. I want it to be something contrasting. And so I think something like that yellow, or even the darker yellow would be good. Nice, like it. And then pay tribute to the contribution of families and of the emergency services. Well, I thought a really good one for that would be clapping. So I just put clap in, and then I found like that, and I thought, brilliant. That's great. Yeah. What a way to pay tribute. That's great. It's a really simple one. I love it. So I'm going to stick that in there. And then also innocent civilians who've lost their lives in conflict. And I thought a good one for that would be if you went like grave or like headstone, something like that, headstone. And then, something like, well, that one's not a solid one. So I'm looking for a solid one. Something like this one. Because obviously that is how we remember people who've lost their lives. Or often people do anyway. Okay. Once you're done, have a little scroll, a zoom out and have a look. I think that's really great. Love that. And so you can use the download button on the top ribbon there. Click there. If you're going to print it out, PDF print is good. And then you click download. Otherwise, you're clicking share. And then you can send it to Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, Google Drive, OneDrive, or create a view-only link so people can see your work. Create link, and that will work away in the background and create a link for your work. Nice. How are you getting on, Jones?
Yeah, good. I'm just finishing up my icons now.
Oh, nice. So, I like your icons there.
Yeah, and then, maybe... we should do that. Yeah, you did great. You did grave. Did you graves?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, and that'll be the last one. There we go. Okay, gosh. There we go.
That one with the two crosses out the ground was good, I thought. Just a little bit further up.
Oh, I missed that, did I?
Oh, that's a good one. That'll work.
Yeah, that'll work. Oh, that one there. Yeah. Oh, this one. Good. Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, let's swap that out. Yeah. There we go. Lovely.
Nice.
Yeah. Great. Well, thanks, Dom. I really enjoyed that.
Good stuff. Right. Let's have another look at let's go back to the activity page and let's remove and add. Let's go down to activity number 2. Okay, remembrance video. So we're going to use the 3 key points from activity 1 to create a remembrance video. And we're going to do this in a very, very simple way. Now you can, I've put in extra couple of things there. You can just keep it really simple and use the 3 that you did before, but we're going to start with what is Remembrance Day on the 11th of November. and you've got a Google Doc there where you can do it. So let's get started by going to the A in the top left, A for Adobe, give it a click, and then I'm going to zoom back out. Come on, Adobe, there we go, and go to create a video. All right, where the leopard, is it no, cheetah? Who knows?
A cheetah, I would say, yes.
A cheetah. Yeah, it's a cheetah. Right. So I'm going to put Remembrance video. Okay, easy peasy. Now I'm going to get rid of some of those things now. I'm going to make this very, very simple. So let's start by going to add content and go to media. And this time I'm going to go to videos, search videos, poppies. Okay, now there's loads of poppies videos. They're often quite slow, but this one's good actually. Like that one. I'm going to click that, and it fills the frame. Well, that's good. That's worked out very nicely. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to effects. Am I going to go to effects? I'm going to, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to use it as it is. And I'm going to go to text, add your text. I'm going to put what is, that's going to be one piece of text, right? And then I'm going to go back out here, add some text again, Remembrance Day, question mark, right? I'll put that in there. And then I'll also go, come back out of there and go to add your text again and put 11th November. Okay, so I've got 3 pieces of text here, okay? Now, what I want to do with it is I kind of want to offset them all. So let me start by changing my text color to white. There's 1. Let's change that to white. There's 2. Oh, light's gone again. Let's go to there and go text color. And that one, come on, lights. You can do it. Hey, there we go. And what am I going to do here? Well, I want to have all of these kind of animating on at slightly different times. That's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to go to, I mean, you can also, change some of your fonts. So Remembrance Day, maybe this one for Remembrance Day. Oh, I like that actually. That's worked out quite nicely. And maybe I'll just keep the others as nice and simple. There we go. So I want to animate all of this here. So I'm going to go to what is, and I'm going to click animation, and maybe I'll fade it in. Yeah, nice. Like that. Then on Remembrance Day, I'm going to go to drift. Okay, nice. Now I'm going to click it again. I'm going to say duration, maybe 3 seconds, something around about there. And then 11th of November, maybe I'll have that. Not drop in, rise in. There we go. And then if I click it again, I can start it outside of the page. Maybe there we go, and have it fade as well. Nice. Okay, let's have a little play and see how it looks like. Yeah, something like that works kind of nice. I like that. Now, one thing that I was also thinking about doing here is having another video within this video.
Oh wow, cool! That sounds very pro.
Well, it will be very pro. But once we set it up once, you see, we can recycle. So once I've got my text in there, actually, why don't you do that text bit, and then we'll do the video stuff a little bit later.
Okay, right. So here to go back, we're gonna just tap on the Express logo. You can see it. There it is here. You can see it just there. Okay, the colorful A. Give it a tap. And we're back on the Express homepage. We're making a video, so we're going to tap on this blue card with a cheetah on it. There we go. And we're going to set our background video to some poppies. So we're going to go to add content, which is just here now. And we're going to go to media. This time we're searching for videos. So at the top there, we're going to go over to videos. And then in the search bar, I'm going to search for P-O-P-P-I-E-S. Okay. And then we're just going to bring in whichever one you want. So I'll just go with this one here that's actually loaded up. That's fine. So if you've got white stripes top and bottom, you can tap fill video, but mine is fill in the video anyway, so that's absolutely fine. Right, so let's get some text. So I'm going to go T for text, add your text. What is, oh gosh, what is, there we go. So there we go. Let's just change the font. Lovely. And then Dom had this in white. So we'll go to white text. So just do a bit of white there. There we go. Lovely. And then I'll just make it a bit bigger. Pop it up there. Right. Let's duplicate that. 3 dots. No. Okay. I'm going to duplicate it to say Remembrance Day and then do the date. But I think I need to go out of my project back in. So let's go back to you, Dom, and see what the next step is.
Okay, cool. Right. So let me get out of here and go back there. So I was going to put a video within a video in here, but I thought actually we can do that on the next ones. Let's keep this as a kind of straight title slide. Okay, for now. So let's do one thing before we move on, though, which is put our playhead to the start and go to add content, media, and then I'm just going to go to audio and just record a voiceover saying, what is Remembrance Day on the 11th of November? Okay, record voiceover, enhance speech button on, that's a good thing, and start recording. What is Remembrance Day on the 11th of November? You want to keep it nice and soft, nice and kind of smooth. And then what you'll see down the bottom here is that my scene, because of the video, is 22.4 seconds long, but my voiceover is 5.9 seconds long.
Gosh,
so what I'm going to do
that's a mismatch.
it is a bit of a mismatch, isn't it? I'm going to click. We see where my arrow is got 2 sides, a double-sided arrow there. I'm going to click and hold and drag that in to there. And I'm happy for it to have a second at the end just to, just to chill out a bit. Okay, so let's take that back to the start. Let's zoom in so you can see this. Other things that you might want to do on your video background is go to effects and maybe like darken. That might be quite cool. You can don't have
Hey,
to
Dom.
darken it low. Yes.
They do pronounce the Q. Google has let me down today. It has let me down. Yeah, there we go.
Oops.
There we go. If you say it
What
a
is
different way,
Remembrance Day
one of them will be right.
on the 11th of November?
Never mind.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's great. So we've got that right. What is Remembrance Day, 11th of November? By clicking the video and going to effects and darkening it slightly, not too much, makes your text a little bit easier. Okay. Now we're going to go to add media and we're going to add a blank scene. Okay. Now this is where we can start to put some like footage in and stuff like that. So let's go to videos. Now I have put one in for World War One. You don't get loads in there, 5 results, but there's enough. There's enough to keep us going. I mean, the first one will work. If you put World War II in there, you get a bit more again. So that's where, I mean, this one here with the graves, you can just about see it there, is a good way of like remembering the lives of people, who sacrificed themselves in the wars. So let's click this video here, add as a layer on canvas. If you find whatever video you want, that's absolutely fine. But you can see this one has little white lines at the top. So I'm going to click. Yeah, I know. And then on the bottom as well, click. Now, on this one, you could go duotone here, you see. Give this a kind of a dramatic twist, right? So you put it in there, click it again, and you'll see what your shadows and your highlights need to be. Now, maybe I'll go for orange, and the highlights would be white. Yeah, I kind of like that. or maybe shadows could be red like the poppies. That could be good. Darker one again. That's pretty cool. You can go into custom as well. So once you've chosen one, could make it a bit darker. That's pretty cool. I like that. So we've got our video in there. And here we're going to be putting in some text again. So let's go to T for text, add your text. And I'm going to go to the page here, which says, Remembrance honors those who serve to defend our freedoms and way of life. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back in here and I'm just going to paste that in. Now, whatever text you want in terms of what it looks like, that's up to you. What did I use in here? This one is Utopia Standard. I like that one. Although this one, Source Sans 3, is very readable. So maybe I'll do, maybe I'll change it to white, see what that looks like. Yeah, that's good. And then also what I'm going to do is text layouts dynamic. There we go. And then I can pop that at the bottom. I think I want to get this onto 2 lines. So that's why dynamic is so good, because you can mess around and get it onto 2 lines. And then pop it right in the middle there. Okay, nice. So your first thing to do is to go and record your voiceover again. Are you ready to show what you've got, or should I keep on going?
I think we should stick with you now because we've got 15 minutes left. Maybe we should just stick on your project.
Okay, no problem.
I will make you a cup of tea if you want.
So I've got my video background in there. I can give it a play. It's got a nice little bit of movement on there, which is cool. Now, your text here, that you can read that straight off the screen. So I'm going to put my playhead, position it at the start of the screen. And then I'm going to go to add content, media, and then audio and record voiceover. We'll do that again. Just look exactly like we did last time. Remember, kind of nice and chill and slow and steady. Remembrance honors those who serve to defend our freedoms and way of life. Okay. And again, I've got this scene, a whopping great 23.1 seconds. I'm going to bring it all the way back here. You always like to leave a little bit over the edge, don't you?
Yeah, I like having a little gap. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
a little gap.
Gives it a bit of breathing room, I think.
Yeah, a bit of breathing room. There you go. That's the way. That's the way the pros talk about it. So you can go back and check it out and see whether the enhanced audio has worked.
Remembrance honors those who serve to defend our freedoms and way of life.
Okay, now this is where we're going to start getting all fancy schmancy. So we're going to go to videos here, search videos. Now, what I found a few good ones. Now, what I might do is search videos like Spitfire. What is a Spitfire, Mr. Jones? Oh, well, no videos.
It's the fighter plane. It's the fighter plane that the RAF had, which turned the war around, pretty much.
Yes. So you go to fighter planes. You can search that, I suppose. I mean, these will be modern ones, but yeah, you know, we are in modern times, so that's okay too. Could you just try
WW2 plane? Would that come up?
Yeah, I did try that. Yeah, WW2 plane. Oh, we got one there, but they're point of view ones. There was also a good one for like parachute.
Oh yeah.
And then there was one where, you know, there were loads in the sky, but you get a lot of paragliders. Maybe I'll put like military parachute. Oh, no, that's not the same. Right. I'm going to go for fighter planes. Now, I don't mind that they're modern. That's absolutely fine. You got ones here as well. Oh, that one's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is, you could put in like military. That would be good as well. But you get a lot of American stuff, so you got to be, you know, slightly careful of that. This boat one is good, actually. I like that boat one, so I'm going to click that because we do have a very good history of, you know, war on the sea, I suppose. And then I'm going to go to the crop handle. You can see it just in there. I'm going to click crop, and then I'm going to crop it into a circle. Nice. Now, once you've done that, you can just hit return or click in the gray. And then with this one, I'm going to pop it around about there. Maybe like size it up just a little bit so it kind of, so it just pops off the page there as well. And I've got to make sure, what have I got to do on here, Mr. Jones?
Well, it's hiding the text. So are you going to try and sort that out? Yeah.
I'm going to sort that out. So I'm going to click in my layer stack there. I'm going to bring it down. And then also, I want to kind of give this an effect. So I've got my video selected to go to effects. And I could go to darken here, or I could go to grayscale. I kind of like the grayscale, actually. And that's pretty cool. Now, if I play this just as a straight scene, okay.
Remembrance honors those who serve to defend our freedoms and way of life.
Okay, cool. Now, what did I do in the first scene, Mr. Jones, that I haven't done yet in the second?
You animated your text. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. So I'm going to animate my text, click it, animation, animate it in. It could, yeah, maybe it could fade in like that. Or maybe, which one would you choose?
Yeah, drift maybe is a good one, or rise is quite good at the bottom.
Yeah. So I might do rise up. Yeah, and it could start outside the page. Yeah, something like that. That's great. But also, you can animate your video in as well, you see. So you could click on your video, and you could have that either fade in or drift in as well. I think I am going to do drift here. Drift, click it again. But instead of it drifting left to right, I want it to go right to left. And I'm going to have it fade in and start outside the page. Maybe I won't have it start outside the page, actually. There we go. That's nice, I think. Lovely. So let's put that back to the start of this scene. Let's have a quick look at it.
Remembrance honors those who serve to defend our freedoms and way of life.
Cool. Now, once we've got one of those scenes done, what can we do with that, Mr. Jones?
Well, you can duplicate it and basically save yourself a bunch of time making the next scene.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to go to 3 dots, duplicate. Everything is in here already. But what I can do now is I could just move my playhead a little bit further along. So I've got my text here. I can click it. I can go back to my page and I can select the next piece of text. Remember the sacrifice of, let's have it pasted in here. And because it's dynamic text, you see, I can play around with it and it's dead easy. I go on to 3 lines for this one, I think.
Hang on, we're on the wrong tab.
Oh, there we go. Good job. He's not even doing his own stuff. That's perfect. Now, let's go on our background video. Let's replace that. Replace it with a video. So you've got like armed forces, something like that. And what are we going to... There's some American stuff in there that I'm not... I'm going to look for something a bit more close to home, maybe. Maybe I'll go with... Maybe I'll go with this fighter plane one. I think that'd be good. Click that. Oh, nice. Look at that. Very cool.
Yes. Colors will work well there as well.
Yeah, they do work well, don't they? Oh, that's great. Look at the way that that goes past like that. And then for our ship here, what I'm going to do is click that. Now you will see that actually this is where Express needs a little kick. The replace button sometimes gets hidden. I'll replace that. I'll go to videos and then I'll go to Union Jack. Celebrate there. Oh, we didn't find anything. British. There is usually like a flag.
UK flag, maybe?
Yeah, maybe a UK flag. No, I didn't find anything. Do you know what I will do instead of that then? I think I'll click it, I'll replace it, and then go to photos,
Oh yeah.
and
Instead
then
of
we
a
could do
video.
yeah, we could do a flag from there, like maybe like a British flag. That first one, I mean, that first one could work, I suppose. The crown, and they've got the flag on there, so we'll go with that one. That's fine. And we'll replace it, but I think with the effects now, I probably want to put like a tint on it, something like that. There we go. Now, if you wanted to, you could click it and go to the crop button, and then maybe sort of play around with where you want this to sit. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and then if I play this one now, oh, what I also might do here is switch the sides of this. So maybe put
Oh,
this,
nice. Change it up.
yeah, put it on this side. You will need to change the animation though, so that when it animates in, it drifts in left to right like that. And then even on your planes, you might want to go to edit, position, and flip. And then in your effects, you could also change how it looks as well. Go to duotone, maybe play around with highlights and lowlights and flip those around. Does that work? That's a bit more Union Jack style, I suppose.
Yeah, I like the blue in that. That's very nice.
Yeah. So again, you want to bring that back to the start. And this is where you're going to record your voiceover. So you go to add content, media, audio, and record voiceover. Start recording. We remember the sacrifice of the armed forces community from the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth. Nice. You see with the planes go off there, which is cool. And then
Yeah.
while that's doing its thing, you can just trim that back ever so slightly. And then, I mean, I've got time for one more, I think.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for it. So again, you can go to the three dots, duplicate. All the same stuff that you had before is in there. Let's get this nice and big in the middle. So this time, we can go to we pay tribute to the special contribution of families and of the emergency services. So then I'll go back to this one. This is my tab again. I'll click the video. Come on, Office Light. Why are you being so rubbish today? And then here, I will replace that background video. So here we're talking about, and we'll go to videos. We can go to like ambulance, something like that. There we go, the emergency services. So we're going to click those. Now that I'm going to replace it with that, but obviously that effect on there doesn't really work.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't work at all. It's amazing, isn't it? How good that looks with the planes, and now not at all with this.
So maybe we'll just go to like darken. Maybe just reduce it a bit. There we go. So we've got our emergency services there. This time we'll click here and we'll put this one back over this side. And the other thing that we were going to remember was emergency services and families, you see. So here I can replace this one. I'll replace it with a photo and I'll put family and like that, because often, you know, it's forgotten, isn't it? When, you know, someone goes away, for example, you know, fighting in the armed forces, you forget about the people who are left behind. So I'm going to click something like this one would be good. You see, maybe the mum's just come back from serving overseas. I'll go to the animation here. This time I'm going to want to make sure that my drift comes right to left. So I want it to go left. There we go. And then all I need to do here, let's just check that video by scrolling through. Nice. I like that. Is then I need to change up my text. We pay tribute to the special contribution of families and the emergency services. Go back here, triple click in here, paste that in. You might want to get it onto 2 lines. Yeah, maybe something like that. There we go. And then you record your voiceover as you normally would. And then last thing I'm going to show you, because I know we're going to run out of time now, is we're going to go to the first one. click it, duplicate it. That was our first scene. And then if I click and hold, I can put this right at the end. And then in here, I don't want any of this text in here. I'll just click on one part of it. We will remember them. Okay. And then I'll get rid of these boxes here, top and bottom. And then this one, I'll make it text layouts, dynamic, and then I can put that right in the middle, something like that. And then all I want to do, give me an animation with this last bit. Fade.
Oh, you want it to be nice? Yeah, nice and subtle. Oh, that is perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Click on the fade. And then here, all we need to do is bring that back to the start. I didn't record a voiceover in this one because I know you know to do that already. And then we'll go to add content, media, audio, record voiceover. We will remember them. There you go. Trim that bit back. And then I know that we're a minute over time, but I think it would have to have a dreamy kind of piano style recording over the top. So let's go to add content, media, audio, and here
sad piano.
Sad piano. Okay. I like that one. Can you hear the sound still?
Oh no, we can't hear it now. No.
No, it did say that it had lost connection.
Okay. We could hear your voiceovers, but we couldn't hear the music there now.
So I just put that in. Always bring your soundtrack down to about like 10-15%, something like that. You might want to fade it in and out. And then that's your done deal. You can have a scrub through, see if you like what you see. I would play the sound, but it's not working right now. And then you've got
what about sharing it, Dom?
Sharing it. Well, you can download your video there. Video resolution 720 is fine. And then share. And then, as usual, a view-only link will give you your very own URL to your work, which you can share with whoever you like.
Hey, so if you are posting on social media that you have been following our activities for Remembrance Day, then tag us in so that we can see your work as well. And teachers, please do go along to the link that's at the top of the screen. Where is it? Over there. Adobe.ly/live lessons, because there you can see everything that we've got coming up between now and Christmas, including this Wednesday and Thursday. We have got anti-bullying week.
Is it Thursday and Friday or Wednesday and Thursday?
I think it's. I will double check you now, Dom. It is Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah.
Oh,
Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes.
That's what's on my calendar anyway.
Yes.
And then next week, then, if you want to plan ahead, we have got some lessons for COP30 for the Climate Change Conference that's going on, and also for Road Safety Week. So anti-bullying week this week, COP30 and Road Safety Week next week. So go along to adobe.ly/live lessons, get registered for those live lessons, and we'll see you there.
See you there. Take it easy.